Los Angeles Dodger history. The first since Hideo Nomo in 1996. Josh Beckett, a no-hitter.
Punted right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play.
Matt Vasgersian back to count down with you toward PCL baseball on the minor league pregame show with today's version of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Cody Cannon is our subject, and well, there can be no beating around the bush on this one. He was without a doubt one of the best players in the minor leagues over the last month.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's pretty hard to find many other minor leaguers who are as hot as this guy is right now. Nobody seems to be able to figure him out, and he's got everyone else figured out. I'm very interested to see if he can keep up this pace into the next month, because if he does, I'm pretty sure we're going to see him moving up the ladder before too long. He is already one of the organization's top prospects, so I know they're anxious to see what he can do against maybe a little stiffer competition.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Las Vegas 51s and the Albuquerque Isotopes. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. And we'll also give you a quick look at our two starting pitchers as you see their numbers right there. Brandon Eames will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Brandon Eames.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And, you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game. Justin Turner will stand in now. He'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting
Alonzo Downey will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Swing and a liner, but foul. First and second here with nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground is short. This could be two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, they were hoping maybe to get something going here in the first. They get 2 on, nobody out. But then this is a big letdown here as their number 3 hitter comes in and bounces into the double play.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
He waits, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Two outs here with a runner at third. He's set, now the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Grayson is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Vegas holds the Aces. They lead it 1-0. Mike Baxter will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Now here it comes.
Let's go.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Now here's the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and this ball game is tied at 1. Juan Carrillo will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now the first pitch. In there, strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
Standing in now, Tom Fiorentino, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The numbers on the year, 272. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Up top, it's 2-0. Now the pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Now the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Carlos Triunfo will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Stepping in now, Corey Skaggs. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Into the box now, Brandon Eames, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. On the way. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Here comes the 1-1. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Neuenhuis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cody Cannon will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
2-2. Here comes a 2-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Justin Turner will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourself. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
In now, Alonzo Downey, as he'll take a look at ball 1. One out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch now. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through for a base hit. Rtts Aaa Pitcher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pause, now the pitch. Called strike 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 coming. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. He's ready now. The pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. Neuenhuis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher.
Mike Baxter will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Meanwhile here, a stolen base attempt is not going to work out as they put the tag on him to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Mike Baxter will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Pitch on the way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. Juan Carrillo get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Tom Fiorentino will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw gets him 2 down. Carlos Triunfo will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first offering. In the dirt, might not be enough to try it. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. Cody Cannon will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Cody Cannon.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly. Hey, you can do it.
First
kid.
offering on the way.
Let's go.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, let's go, kid.
Here's the 1-0.
Hey, face it one.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
Now the 1-1.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And some trouble now in right field.
And now you just start to wonder, how much is the heat taken out of this guy? You see the pitch count. It's not all that bad just yet, but he's been in and out of trouble a few times already. So he's definitely had some max effort innings.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch on the way. Eric Young Jr. is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the stretch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. He's set. Now the pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. 3-2, here it comes. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Remember, this guy homered off him earlier in the ball game, so he may be a little gun shy this time around. Understandable.
Springer.
All right, let's go now. Let's go.
First pitch coming. Lorne Springer is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Turner for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Standing in now, Henry Calderon, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A man on third with 2 down. The 1-0 home. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Aponte is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Carlos Trienfeld will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Line hard to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting them swing away.
And it's a perfect bunt as they can't even get to the ball. single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch to him. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Justin Turner will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Well, they missed with the first one, but then they decided, let's go ahead and just put him aboard here, and they'll do just that. Alonso Downey will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The next pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate. He doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Rtts Aaa Pitcher will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without it. Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
I don't know. I'm not sure about this call with runners on the corners. You got the guy on the ropes out there on the mound, and he's not really showing any ability to get guys out himself. So why get yourself out for him?
He's set, now the pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game. Mike Baxter will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Throw over to first, back in standing. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay. And he is in there with an RBI triple. Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end...
With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches. Carpenter swings and hits a drive. Right center field. It's in the gap, and it's down off the wall. Molina.